Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make an informed decision. And we just had some pretty big news come out that is going to directly affect Stellar XLM short term. But long term, I think it's really positive for XRP and Bitcoin. And in the long run, I think it's insignificant of what this news is today for XLM. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, I'm definitely looking at the silver lining in this, but either way, I just want to bring something to your attention of a way to think about the micro payments in the future, because I think it's just one sector of many for these three projects, but it's a very, very bullish way to look at it. And the best thing about it is the way you should be looking at it, in my opinion. So what are we talking about? Well, there was just an announcement that Wire will be terminating services in January after a failed acquisition with Bolt. Basically, this is one of the big corporations that was basically built on the rails of XLM. And they were offered $1.5 billion. Well, I don't know if they turned it down or the deal just couldn't go through, but they're going out of business. And this was pretty big news as far as their partnership with Stellar a while back, because they are a powerhouse, or were definitely looking to dominate that sector of micro payments. Well, here's my concept of why this is very bullish, especially bullish for XRP and Bitcoin, but long term, I don't think it's going to affect XLM at all. So hear me out. And then we'll look at XLM's chart and see if it's time to buy or if it's affecting it or whatever. But here's my thoughts. For the most part, you know how we hear all the time that like 98% of all cryptos are going to disappear. They're going to go away because they don't have real world utility. Well, I believe that. Well, when it comes to these three projects, I don't think they're going away. And they dominate the micro payment sector. Now, a lot of people think that there's a lot of competition for micro payments, and there are. But when you really look around at all these big companies that have been created in the last couple of years that are going to accept crypto and do micro payments, when you dig into it, guys, it either runs on XLM or XRP rails or the Bitcoin Lightning Network. That's pretty much it. So I believe, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now, they are going to be the three major players in micro payments, and they're going to be the ones still standing. So yes, short term, it's probably going to affect XLM's price. Long term, I don't think so. They may have someone else take up the slack, but here's my thought process. It's probably going to be Bitcoin or XRP, or actually both Bitcoin XRP, because a lot of people don't understand there's a kind of a, I don't know, I can't call it a partnership, but let me give you an example. In Canada, and I can't think of the name of the corporation up there that basically, it's BitConnect. BitConnect is one of the biggest Bitcoin payment processors in Canada. But yes, they're buying and selling Bitcoin, but it's running on XRP rails. So anyway, that's my thought process, guys. I don't know if I turned this negative news into positive, but guys, this is going to happen. We've got a lot of pain coming because, those companies that are trying to be early and it just shows how early we are. The companies that are going to be that are early in payments for crypto, and then crypto drops off like it has done, well, there's not a lot of the demand like there was, basically this time last year when everything was, exploding and it was in the news every single day. But as you know, or at least as I feel, it is just a matter of time till everything turns around and we get back into a bull run. Now, here's the deal. You can probably figure out that this is probably about when it hit kind of the news hit, this big move down. But really, when you look at the chart, XLM was doing pretty good. This is January 1. It's been up all year, which I know it's just now getting started, but that's pretty positive. But for me, for whatever this is worth, when you start thinking about stacking, I don't think it's time, guys, because when I look at this chart and then you get news like that, and we know that we're in a recession already. Don't let anyone kid you. But people are just now starting to say that we're going to go into one. Well, we're already into one, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, not only in America, but worldwide. So right now, who would get into crypto in a big way? Yes, people like me and you stacking our bags all the way down, dollar cost averaging. At least that's what I've been doing. I've slowed that a lot because I want to prepare for a bigger move down. Now, some of these projects just may just keep sliding lower and lower and lower and not have a massive wipeout or washout. But I think that something is going to break in the U.S. economy or in the global economy that, basically has a huge effect in America. And we're going to get the last washout across the board. So I believe pretty much everything is going to go somewhere around the pre-COVID lows. And Stellar, that would put XLM around 3.5, 4 cents. So we're already at 7 cents. I think we're going lower. We may even go to the low before COVID. We may even go to the 2017 lows. Who knows? But I personally believe that XLM is a great long-term play. Yes, they just lost a big account. I don't think it's a big deal for them long-term because basically the way I see it is there's three real players, period. Now you may see like HBAR or some project like that get more into the picture, but with the way that XLM and XRP and Bitcoin Lightning is set up, they are created for micro payments, and those are the three you want to look at. So anyway, guys, I don't know if I would start stacking XLM right now. I might just watch a little bit, but anyone that's buying XLM at these prices, is not going to be sad when we get the next bull run. I don't think XLM is going anywhere. They've had a positive year last year. So did XRP, and so did Bitcoin. The price doesn't reflect it, but the adoption was absolutely massive. It was massive for all three projects. I mean, it was good news after good news after good news all year when it comes to adoption and the attention that was brought to those three projects. I couldn't be more bullish. Now, this is not financial advice, but when you find three good projects like this, you might want to start stacking in this bear market. Again, not financial advice. But guys, I truly believe when we get this last washout, and that's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong, but when the Fed pivots, something breaks. I want something to break. I really do. We need to just go ahead and clear out everything. And if we clear out everything, something breaks, and the Fed pivots, and then we get some regulation, that bull run, which will probably be called the regulation bull run, it's going to be the biggest, longest, most amazing bull run in Bitcoin's history. And that's going to have a reflection on all the projects that are still left standing. And in my opinion, those projects are going to be the ones with real world utility like XLM, XRP. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Either way, hit that like button and come back and be part of this community. Take care.